Here we are at the Aquia Quarry at Government Island in Stafford County. This is basically where the stones for the White House and the Capitol building came from. We're walking through on the bridge and the aquatic part of it. Here we have a site selection, which tells us about this area, where it says, in 1791, President George Washington, who was raised in Stafford County, 10 miles south of this site at Ferry Farm, appointed 3 commissioners to oversee construction of the new federal capital city, later named Washington, D.C. The commissioners sent Major Pierre Charles Lafont to survey the lands along the Potomac River for adequate deposits of free stone. Lafont selected Brent's Island for its bountiful supply of good quality freestone, proximity to the capital city, an assembly for water transit. On December 2nd, 1791, Lafont purchased the quarry for the federal government. Thereafter, the site was known as the public quarry. Today, the site is commonly known as Government Island. The commissioners also contracted with other nearby private quarry owners to supply additional building material. The use of these quarries, in addition to Government Island, helped to further establish quarrying as an important industry in Stafford County. Which is right here where we are right now, here in Stafford. And the artificial features was the Aquia Church, the keystone. These stones also, Aquia stone was easy to carve, which made it a natural choice for intricate, direct, decorative details and trim elements around windows and doors. From the 1600s through the 1700s, Aquia sandstone was commonly used for gravestones, boundary markers, fireplace mantles, millstones, and bridges. This stone was used throughout Virginia and the mid-Atlantic colonies. During the Federal period, intricate carving of Aquia stone created striking features at the White House and U.S. Capitol. Approximately 2 miles northwest of this site stands Aquia Episcopal Church, 1751-1757, which was freestone architecture components including keystones, quinins, and pediments. Aquia sandstone was used in other prominent Virginia buildings such as Kenmore in Fredericksburg in 1772, Gutson Hall at Mason Neck, and Christ Church in Alexandria, which we see Aquia Church is still standing and in work for church services till this day. You can get a tour of the church, but you have to call in to the church to get a requested time. To request it. Here are some stones that we see that could have actually been at the Capitol building. The same type of stone that was used for the Capitol and White House in Washington, D.C. So here we are, Government Island. Wow. This is actually my first time coming over here, and I've lived in Stafford for a very long time, by the way. Here's quarrying stone. Right here, this is where it all came from. To build our nation's capital. Can you believe this? Wow. Look at all that. Let's get a little bit closer. Wow. Knowing that this is where the sandstone came from that built our nation's capital. So here's the description of what this is. Here's more of the Aquia Quarry, which is of Government Island. There's more. Man, this place is so cool that shouldn't the entire country know about this? Wow. The whole nation should know about this place, since this is where our nation's capital came from. There's more coming over. We're continuing our walk through the quarry. On where our nation's capital came from. I think I should come over here more often and take walks. It's one heck of a good exercise, I have to say. This place so big. Ooh. Stay on the trail. That we have right here. This is our trail. I would have to say that if anyone want to come and see this place, I would have to say, why don't you come on over to visit? Even when you're over in DC, you can come down here. We're only about an hour south of the city. So, it's a very good conveniency. Wow, this place is big. You get a good exercise coming over here and walking in these, within these woods near the place where our nation's capital started. Hoo-hoo! I'm sure getting a good exercise over here. This is a good convenience to being able to live in Stafford, so I can come and check out this place like more often. Let's see what we got over here. We have a marker. Here's we're transporting stone. Aha! An historic road is visible to the right. It was created by skids or stone boats that were loaded with stone and dragged by oxen to the wharf. The stone was very heavy. 1 cubic foot of stone weighed 120 pounds. Wow. In addition to moving the stone by skids, a canal was needed to transport the stone. The canal was cut about 18 feet wide to let scows, flat-bottom boats into the quarry. Commissioner's Report Records 1793. Although the exact location of the canal is unknown, Benjamin Henry Latrobe describes it in 1806. At the wharf, stone was loaded onto scows and was then transported downstream to deeper, more navigable waters around Coal Landing. Their stone was transferred onto larger sailing vessels called schooners or sloops, carried down Aquia Creek and shipped up the Potomac River to Washington, D.C. Today, submerged remnants of a stone wharf are still visible along the shore. Up the hill to the west of the wharf is a stone foundation of a building. Artifacts from this site include brick and mortar fragments, nails, window glass, wrought iron hinges, pieces of serving utensils, and iron kettles. These artifacts indicate that the building probably served as living quarters during the time of the quarrying operations. Okay, that's pretty interesting. And then right here, it shows how the stone got from here to Washington, D.C. From the Aquia Creek into the Potomac River on its way past Mount Vernon into the Capitol and the President's house, the White House, right by the Tidal Creek, Tiber Bay Creek, and the Anacostia River. Okay. That's cool. So let's start moving on. Okay, let's start going this way. Let's go deeper into the quarry. Pretty much you can go on forever in this place, because it has trails going this way and that way, you see. So if you come and visit our county, you can get a good exercise as you're exploring the area where our nation's capital in America was brought from here to Washington, D.C. to build our nation's capital. Ooh. Okay. We see another little thing over here that would tell us a little bit about this area. It is marked as station number 7. Oh, I think we just went around in circles because I think I already went here. So I'm going to just go ahead and walk right on out. Now, because we have just, I guess, walked through the whole thing. I guess. Maybe when you guys come and visit, you can do the same thing. And see the place for yourself. So I strictly recommend you to come down to Stafford. If you come down and visit Washington, D.C., you want to see where Washington, the nation's capital, the Capitol building, or the White House came from, you can just come right here at Government Island. It's a big place for you to go and move around and all that kind of stuff. It is really interesting. So now we're heading back to where I parked. So I would now like to say if you come to DC, come check us out here. It's really cool. So long, and stay tuned for another part of seeing Stafford County. I'm doing, to remind you all about this, I'm doing this because When I went to Job Corps in Washington, D.C., and told people that I was from Stafford, even Virginians didn't know where Stafford was. Or never even, I think, probably never even heard of it. So, Stafford County has a lot of history here. We have a lot of colonial and Civil War history here in this county. And this right here is just one of those places. We also have the childhood home in our county of George Washington, the very first president of the United States. And then we have a manor house that was served as the headquarters for the Union Army during the Civil War in southern Stafford County. During the Battle of Fredericksburg. Then we have like 5 Civil War battlefields within a close distance of here. We have this battlefield for the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of Chancellorsville, the Battle of Spotsylvania, the Battle of the Wilderness, and of course, the Battle of Bull Run, which also could be called the Battle of Manassas. All 5 of those battlefields, Civil War battlefields, is within a close distance of here. So, and now we also got our Marine Corps Museum at Triangle, just right outside the Marine Corps base at Quantico. So, and also here in Stafford County, we also have the FBI Academy, which is on the Stafford County soil-like side of Quantico. So, Stafford County has a lot. Stafford County has been around since, it's been a county for 350 years. This past couple of years ago, we just had our 350th anniversary of our founding. The county was founded in the year of 1664 and has thrived as a county to this day, and I am absolutely surprised that even Virginians don't even know about it. So, this is why I'm showing off our great historical sites here in our county. Thank you.